Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how I make this teriyaki tofu pad thai, so stay tuned and let's get started. The first thing you'll need is some firm tofu. I got this from A Matter of Health, and then you just cut open the package and just be careful because there's water inside the package, and then we're just going to drain all that water out and then proceed to opening the rest of the package. This is what that looks like. Then I'm just going to cut the tofu in about 1/4 inch pieces. Then I'm just going to lay a piece of paper towel and lay the tofu across the paper towel, just because I'm going to press out some of the water that's in tofu, because tofu does absorb a lot of liquid. So I'm going to do that 2 times. Then on my 3rd time, I'm just going to add some sea salt, which helps with absorbing the water. Take another piece of paper towel and then just press that out. I don't press out all the water because I still want the tofu to be a little chewy. Next, I'm just going to cut the tofu into smaller pieces. So I'm going to cut each piece again into 4 pieces. Then I'm going to take some pure cornstarch and just pour some of that into a bowl. There's no specific amount. And then I'm going to put the tofu right into that bowl. And then I'm just going to shake that up. And this is what that looks like. So preferably you want to use a non-stick pan, and I'm using my almond oil. This might look like a lot of oil, but the bottom of the pot is just completely lightly coated. And I'm just going to transfer the tofu into the frying pan. I'm going to let that fry for about 5 minutes, and while I'm doing that, I just have a pot of water on the stove with my green beans, and I'm going to let that boil in the meanwhile. So I'm just going to check on the tofu, and then I'm just going to flip it, and then this is just what that first side looks like. Now for the best part, let's get ready to make our sauce. The first thing you'll need is a 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, then a 1/4 cup of coconut aminos, a 1/4 cup of tamari soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of teriyaki sauce, and then we're just gonna mix that up. The next thing you will need is 2 tablespoons of pure sugarcane sugar, a 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch, and the juice of 1/2 of a lime or lemon. In this video, I'm using a lime. Then you're just going to take a whisk and you're just going to mix all that in. And this is what the sauce ends up looking like. So while I was making the sauce, my tofu was finished, and I just transferred it to a sheet of paper towel just to drain out any excess oil. I also removed my green beans and cut those in half just because they were too long. So for my noodles, I'm using my brown rice noodles that I got from A Matter of Health as well. So this is what that looks like out the package. It comes with 2 pieces, and basically this package holds 4 servings. So I'm just going to use 1 block of this noodle just for 2 people. So while my noodles are boiling, I'm going to get started on my broccoli, peppers, and onions. So I'm using 1/2 a head of broccoli, about 1/3 of a red pepper, and 1/4 of a small white onion. I'm also going to be adding basil leaves, crushed red pepper, and granulated garlic. I'm just cutting up the broccoli into bite-sized pieces. I'm just transferring that into a bowl until I'm ready to use it. Then I'm going to cut up my red peppers into long strips. And then I'm just going to finely chop up my onion. So our water is boiled, and I'm just going to drop the noodles in there, and I just have a little bit of that almond oil just so the noodles don't stick together. So in the same frying pan that I removed my tofu, I'm just going to add that broccoli, fry that up a little bit, and keep in mind that this is raw broccoli. Next, I'm going to add in my pepper and onions. And you just want to play around with the heat just so that the broccoli and the vegetables don't burn. So I think I kept this on a medium high to medium low heat. Adding in my basil, my crushed red peppers, and then the garlic. I'm just going to mix that up just so all the vegetable is equally coated with all the seasoning. Then I'm just going to add in my green beans. Mix that up as well. Then I'm going to add in my sauce mixture, and the sugar and the cornstarch that I put in this is just going to help the sauce to caramelize once the heat gets high. Once that cooks down a little bit, I'm just going to dump my tofu into this mixture and mix that around. You'll see it start happening more with the tofu as it starts changing color. And I just add some browning, about a capful, and that just gives it a nice richer color. So after everything is in my frying pan, I'm just gonna have my noodles into a bowl with the rest of my sauce mixture. So then after you mix the sauce with the noodles, you're all finished, and then you just set it on the plate. My noodles at the bottom of the plate. And then I'll just top that off with the teriyaki tofu. Once you have everything on your plate, you just top that off with some sesame seeds and you're good to go. Bon appetit. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below a meal that you guys would like to see. And if you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button.